Hey divas, welcome to the channel. You might be wondering what the insanity behind me is, and this is my Croc collection. Today is National Croc Day, and I've been an avid Croc lover for most of my life, and I've built up my collection to 58 pairs. And every year for the past couple years I've been showing you guys my collection, and this year is going to be no exception. I have them all lined up. These are actually approximately in chronological order. There's a few I had to move, but they're close to approximate order. So the only way I can even think to showcase these to you guys is to just go around and show the Crocs and then tell you them and not individually hold them up myself. Also, this is not an obligation, but I just want to say if any of y'all are interested in following my other Croc tent, I do have a TikTok and an Instagram that I share with my best friend and fellow Croc enthusiast, Caitlin. The handle, I believe, is 2 Croc stars, but it's linked in the description and I'll put it on screen right here if y'all are interested in seeing some more of this. I am going to show you guys some of the small stuff I have though before I get into the big stuff. They did a collaboration with Bath & Body Works and they did a pair of Crocs and they did a little hand sanitizer holder, so I have the little hand sanitizer holder. They also did Happy Meals with McDonald's, and so I have a couple of the little Croc keychains. Then they collaborated with American Girl, and the actual Crocs were only in kid sizes, but I did buy the little doll Crocs to display because I was a huge American Girl fan when I was a kid, so I have the little American Girl Crocs as well. Also, I forgot to show this, but I have one of the Croc little keychain pouches as well in black. I love the detail on it. You can clip it onto any bag, obviously, and I think there's actually a good amount of room in there to put some stuff. You could use it as a little wallet if you wanted to, put some cards in there, but I just have a couple little things in there that I bring with me. So that's super cute. Also, I have the Croc costume, both the left and the right, that they released last year. I guess with that being said, let's get into my Croc collection for 2025. Also, there's my cat, who is apparently indifferent to the fact that there's a huge pile of Crocs right next to her and is more focused on getting a toy. But we're just gonna wade through the collection. And we're going to start with the oldest remaining pair in my collection, which is the classic white, veering into the classic pink, the blue fur-lined. And then I got these 3 together for Christmas one year, the green and orange Croc band, the yellow and blue Croc band, and then the chevron and gray Croc band. We have my first pair of platforms, the rose platforms that I wore for my senior prom. We have the Serena sandals that I wore for my graduation, the lemon classic clogs, the tie-dye classic clogs, the red classic clogs, and then the burgundy classic clogs. And have 2 more pairs of fur-lined, the lavender and the burgundy. This pair of black Croc band one that says Crocs along the back that I got as a gift from Caitlin one year. Then I have the Cobalt Classics, which I have decorated Marvel themed. Then we have, I forgot what the specific shade name was, but we have the classic purple. And then we have the beautiful white slides, which were also a gift from Caitlin, which she gave me as a Galentine's Day thing with a little fake ring in there. We have my custom painted Stephen King, which were originally just a basic gray pair. They're very worn down, at least on the shining one. The It one still stands. Then we have my literal favorite Crocs ever in my possession, the beautiful, beautiful bay clogs. We have the mint ones, and we also have the electric pink ones, which are decorated, inspired by Chaperone. And then we have my only pair of Bea bands, which is the blue with the kind of pink. And then we have another pair that Caitlin made for me, which are my bedazzled ones, which are really quite pretty. And then we have just, I don't know why this is the only pair that's mixed up. We have the classic black slides. We had a release from the Out of This World collection. This is the lightning print ones. These are a favorite of mine too. I really like these. And then we have the Croc Day clogs from 2020, which also had a Jibbitz advent calendar with a bunch of different Jibbitz to open up each day. It has 3 straps for more gibbets, and they were multicolored, and Crocs actually sent Caitlin and I both a pair of these for free, which was so cool. Then I have the Canary Neopuffs, which I also really like. They're much warmer for like the fall times. And then I have another pair from the Out of This World collection, which I call the Glitch ones, but they're very cool as well. And then I have a pair of Pride platforms. I love the little rainbow on the side, and then they're just flower printed, very summery. And I also have the Cruella de Vil platforms, which I got, you know, following the release of the movie. They're very cool as well. And then this is not chronological to when I got them. I just had to get them out of the way so they didn't block the others. But we have my beautiful Croots, my babies, truly a prized pair in my collection, and they were the Croc Day release for 2023. Also have the boots, which I love because they're basically just Crocs, but you know, obviously have the boot on top. And I got these a couple Christmases back, or last Christmas. I'm not entirely sure. That's also not where they go. They're just taller, so I had to get them out of the way of the others. We have the lavender marble print ones. I absolutely love these as well. They're so pretty. And then another pair that Caitlin designed for me. It's a black platform, but then she added the chains and such. And then I recently just got some newer gibbets that are in there. Then we have the 20th anniversary edition Croc Day Crocs, which look better in person. They kind of have like a shimmer to them. They're very cool. I want to say this was 2021 or 2022, but it was a 20th anniversary edition of Crocs. Then we have the basic orange clogs. We have the Crocs For Sure fur-lined ones. And then we have these cute little brown, tan, if you will, flower print ones, which are really cool as well. We have one that closely compares to my Bay Clogs. It's not 100% the same, but they're a pretty good contender. We have the blue Mega Crush Clogs, which I really quite like as well. I do love the bottom of them. And then we have the shoes following the release of the Barbie movie. We have the platform version, and we have the regular clog version. And then I bought these Monster Cereal Crocs, my first time to our Croc store that opened in my area. It opened just following National Croc Day, I think in 2023. So these are the first pair of Crocs I actually bought inside of a Croc store. And the sales guy was like, they really smell like chocolate. It's a huge seller. I don't smell it that much, but they're still very cute and I love them. Then we have this holiday themed fur-lined ones, kind of giving elf. Cute as well. And then we have another pair of the sandals, this time with the two-strap, and they're this cute little orange and pink marble print. I have another pair of the lavender fur-lined that Crocs sent to me for free following something I sent them. I think it was after Croc Day 2023. I'll find the timestamp of when I got them, but they sent me those for free, so I have a backup pair. And I also then have the platform two-strap sandals, which I love as well. I have the yellow fur-lined, which are very cute as well. And in person, they're so much brighter. It doesn't pick up on camera. We have the Bath & Body Works collaboration, which I absolutely love. Both my mom and my grandma have these as well. And they remove the gibbets though, and they're just a cute little plaid blue pair, but they're so cute, and I love Bath & Body Works, and I love that they collaborated and did like their hand sanitizer holder as well. Then I bought these just around Croc Day last year. I have the Wicked collaboration. The Glinda ones are this beautiful siren clog, and I love the gibbets in there. You can kind of see Miss Ariana Grande in there. And of course, with Glinda, I had to get the Elphaba ones, and the Defying Gravity gibbet actually does, or no, yeah, the Defy Gravity one glows in the dark if it's been obviously activated by light. And then the gibbet strap kind of matches the pattern of her hat, and there's a, of course, picture of Cynthia Erivo in there. And then after National Croc Day last year, Crocs actually sent me a bunch of free pairs. I posted a video, I think the one they saw was of my Croc costume. And so they asked if they could send me something. I was expecting like one pair. They sent me several pairs of Crocs and a bunch of gibbets to try, and it was so amazing. So I think this was called Nightshade or something. They sent me those, which are darker than the classic purple, and I absolutely love. And they also sent me the lace-up gibbets, which I actually quite like. I think they're very interesting, but they're fun. I didn't tie mine perfectly, but I do quite like those. They also sent me these fur-lined black platform ones, which are obviously iconic. I love how fuzzy like even the strap is and everything. They also sent the ditzy floral clogs, which are beautiful. I love the flower print. I was also sent a classic pair of black fur lined, which somehow I did not have. And I have some of the gibbets that they gave me. They gave me like some Nightmare Before Christmas ones. So there's some of those in there. Love a classic for winter and fall, of course. Then I have the Minecraft clogs following the release of the Minecraft movie. But I'm a huge Minecrafter. I have since I was like 12-year-old. I love Minecraft. Not sure how well you can see that, but the little light on the zombie does light up. And I really quite like it. The creeper is like a little pop-up. They're very cute. We have the Pond Classic, which is a more newly released color, and I have some of the little, I forgot what they were called, I think the pearlescent gibbets or something, but these are a very, very pretty one as well. I absolutely adore these. I'm gonna just skip right to these because they look kind of gross right now. I have my work clogs. I replace these quite frequently because I wear them to work every day. As you can see, they're kind of crusty and dusty and gross, but they work. So they kind of need a bath, but that's them, and I replace them kind of frequently. And then we have my newest pair in my collection, the Chucky Crocs. I am a huge horror fan. Chucky is one of my absolute favorites, and I could not pass these up. These are so cute, and National Chucky Day actually falls just 2 days after National Croc Day. Croc Day is October 23rd. National Chucky Day is October 25th. So these are so iconic. They also did an It pair and a pair Friday the 13th, but this is my absolute favorite. And they did the other ones past years, but they haven't done Chucky yet, and I am so excited. I feel like I manifested these, honestly, because I'm like, how cool would it be? Like, they need to release Chucky Crocs, and then they release Chucky Crocs. Like, they're so cute. But that is going to be all for my Croc collection for this year. I'm very grateful for every pair that I have. As I've said, I've been collecting for a long time, and I'd say about like 90% of these I've bought myself with my own money. Some of them are gifts and such, but I do work to get the things that I love, and obviously it's a collection, like 5 or 6, maybe more years in the make. I just absolutely adore them. So this is my collection for 2025, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.